Good evening, fellow smokers. Mark here with another waffle. Smoking Sapanelli Eleganza poker pipe. Well, thanks to Uncle Willie. And by the way, Uncle Willie, I want to wish you a very happy birthday for tomorrow, my friend. Hope you have a good day and continued success with your recovery, by the way. Good to see that you're making a couple of videos again. Anyway, I've decided, I know whiskers need a trim. I might get rid of this week. I've decided I'm doing a Codger tasting session. All the Codger blends I've got. I've made a few of the Paladin Pats blends, but I'm not going to include them in this tasting session, which I'm going to do over the weekend. Earlier today I've had the Prince Albert. I've got a few notes on here, guys. On tobacco reviews, they had 504 reviews with a rating of 2.95. 167 4-star ratings, 197 3-star ratings, 90 2-star ratings, and 52 1-star rating. Jim Inks gave it 2 stars. And earlier today I had the Saturday Stogie CJ, I'll watch that later. I had the Prince Albert, which I've marked down as very good. The jar note on this Sir Walter Raleigh, I picked up on the spices. I thought it was reminded me of black pepper, something like that, but I didn't get the chocolate was supposed to be in it. I'm getting it in the smoke though, but I get it's I found the Prince Albert compared to this, but I remember smoking this morning, me and my brain, a little sweeter. I like that. We do get the Orientals in this, I should say, but I didn't mention Orientals, it's just the spices. Has got Orientals in this blend. Now Jim Inks done a review in 2012 of the Prince Albert, not Sir Walter Raleigh, which I'm smoking now. And Jim's had every version over 7 decades of this blend, and the only different one apparently was in 1940, which is a little bit more bolder, let's say. And he's saying he was amazed by the consistency of the Prince Albert blend over the years. He gave the Prince Albert 3 stars, which gave the Sir Walter Raleigh only 2. It's on it's this one on tobacco reviews. It's had 268 reviews. Average is 2.79 with 73 4-star ratings, 103 3-star ratings, 55 2-star ratings, and 37 1-star rating. And I'd have to agree with Jim Inks a little bit. So far, that was the only two I've tried, and I think Hard to Hole is going to sit in the middle of these two. At the moment, the Prince Albert is on top for me, for my palate anyway. I'm doing, so that's what I'm doing over the weekend, guys. I'm testing out the Codger blends. And if you're new to this pipe smoking fraternity and you do like the Burleys especially, go and check out Paladin Pat. Go and check out his all of his videos about his, I think he's done 10 or 11, I think I'm sure there's 11 Codger blends where he's mixed up different blends. I've got a few to make up because I've only recently got some of the tobaccos which I didn't have in stock. There's some I can't get hold of because they just don't ship over to the UK. You know, I think there's a couple of, I think there's a Peretti blend in there somewhere, maybe a Milan tobacco blend in there, all mixed up with a OTC blend, OTC Codger blend. So I'm that's what I'm doing over the weekend. I'm actually in work tomorrow night. I usually have the weekends off, but because I've had a bit of a bad week, I lost hours because we had a van breakdown. I was in just on the outskirts of London, so I had to have a stopover because the drive belt was started to shred on the van. So I ended up actually working over my hours. So I ended up having to stop over, because I had my 11 hours rest between shifts. So I stopped over. It was a bit of a farce, Hour and a half trying to find a parking space for a large van in Hemel Hempstead is no fun at all. Everywhere's restricted parking, got height issues in the national car parks and stuff like that. And everywhere else is basically permits. To have a permit, you have a side street or whatever on. I went into a couple of car parks and went down a little, track into the car park, and then it was just like the body was like that high. It's just about to get a car in it, never mind a large van. So that was a bit awkward trying to get out of that again. I had to reverse a large van up, lucky there was nothing behind me. It come behind me. Otherwise it could have been some issues. So I drove around for about an hour and a half and I gave up. I ended up stopping on a opposite one of these big car parks, and it's on a single yellow, and there's nothing else I could do. I was tired because it's been like 12-13 hours up. That's just the shift, not including the hours I was up before I went to work. So it was a bit of a, I got a bit frustrated and a bit fed up, driving down for over an hour trying to find a parking space. I did have a look on Google. But other parking spaces were half a mile away, stuff like that. And I just couldn't be bothered walking back into town, to where they booked me into the hotel. And that was a bit of a farce as well. They wouldn't let me book in early, so I had to spend 4 hours walking around, trying to keep myself awake. And I had some breakfast, early breakfast. Nice town, by the way, Hemel Hempstead. They booked me into one of my favourite hotels, which is a Premier Inn. Always sleep like a log. Always a good sleep. And even then, I only had 3 hours by the time I got booked in at 25 to 4. I knew I was getting up about 11 o'clock, because obviously then I'd have me 11 hours rest, even though I've been walking down for a good few hours. but it's 11 hours, doesn't matter what you do as long as you're away from work or you're not, not with the van. So they couldn't pick me up, they couldn't send another van down or a tractor unit with, class 1 driver. They said you're not allowed, full stop in any of the vehicles while you're on your rest period. Okay. So I ended up with 3 hours good sleep in this hotel before I actually woke up again. Yeah, so then I'm awake about 6:15, something like that, after getting finally booked in about 20 to 4. Had a cup of tea, so got my head down, and woke up about 6:15. Then it's awake then to till 11:30, well, about 11 o'clock before I walked back to where I parked the van. And yes, I had a parking ticket on it. So I've been trying to get hold of the company to see whether they'll pay for it, because there's no way I could not find anywhere. So that's £35. Or it doubles if I don't pay it within 14 days. So what else has happened? I put some new tyres on the car. I had 4 new tyres. First time I've had a car where I put 4 new tyres on it, because they had opposite tyres wanted doing. One of the rear ones had like a screw and a nail in it. It's giving me a slow puncher all the time. So I had to get pumping that up for a couple of weeks, every 2 days. And then because of the suspension issues, one of my near side tyre was getting worn on the outside wall. So I thought if I get pulled with that, I'm going to get, again, another fine and points on my license and things like that. So we replaced all 4 of them, and the difference just replacing all 4 tyres is absolutely unbelievable. I tell you guys, the total different feel of the car, And okay, they're cheap Chinese tyres, but they're not cheap anymore, aren't they, guys? Because over here now, I don't know what they're like in the US, but we paid £80 per tyre, which used to be mid-range, but now that's classed as budget. £80 a tyre. But the ratings on them were really high, which surprised me, And I think on the front, because the front's smaller than the back on my car, it's a bit of a pain, because obviously you're paying a little bit more for it being a bigger tyre. So it's 235 on the front and 255 on the rear. So it's about £10 difference. So we're talking another 20 quid for the rears than what the front were. So we got that sorted, and yeah, totally different feel of the car, absolutely amazing. I've ordered the parts for the lower suspension, when I'm going to replace, hopefully next week. I'm going to take 2 days off to do that job, because I've got my annual, what we call MOT over here, which is the yearly roadworthiness inspection. And it was flagged up that there was the bushings on one of the arms, suspension arms, was a little bit play in it. So I thought, well, I better get it done this year. I didn't have time last year; it was just one of them. And like I said, it's like last minute, isn't it? Because it's got to go in on the 9th of November. So I thought, while I'm doing that, I might as well do the service as well, because I do all my own work on the cars these days, unless it's a specialist job and I can't do it. But the cost of garage bills and all that, it's just easier to get underneath it myself and do it. I'm just praying I don't get any snap bolts or anything, because that's going to be a bit of a pig. So I'm going to put plenty of penetrating oil on the bolts and whatever I'm taking off, because I've got there's 2 suspension arms, tie rod, and what you call a jock link, and then there's 2 more ball joints. So I've got 10 pieces for the front suspension to replace this week, so that's why I wanted 2 days off, to make sure I've got plenty of time, and in case there's any issues trying to get them off. I've got a nice I was showing you the gun anyway, didn't I? You know what I got for me tyres. That's going to come in handy for some of them bolts. So hopefully it'll come off. They'll come off nicely for me. Looking by it, the ones that are on it now, it's still 93,000 this car, and the ones that are on it now, it looks like they're all original. You know, so it could be a bit of a pig for me. I'm just hoping I've actually got a ball joint remover tool, which is like that, isn't it? It's like a bottom lip. It's actually the way down, and it pushes the bolt depending on which way you turn it. Obviously, it's like a claw, and then you tighten up a thread what's in the end of it, and it closes them together like that, and then this bit just pushes the ball joint out as the plan. Yeah, so watching Piper Dave early on with his 40-ton log splitter. What a bit of kit that is. Even got its own trailer for it. Gonna make work easy, light work of them doing them logs next year for him when he dry out. But tell you what though, would be a good idea. You know, if Dave had cut some of the logs in slices, you know, or maybe sell some of them. I don't know. Perhaps he just wants it for this big, huge fire. Cut them in slices, and if you had imagine what work you could do if you had a laser, you know, and print all, you know, make YouTube members' logos and stuff on it, you know, with a laser and all that. I think it'd be brilliant. Or you could, you know, use a bit of epoxy in it, you know, coloured epoxy to get some colour, you know, some on sort of that sort of thick, maybe 2 inches. I think that'd be great. Anyway, I'm sure I've got to all get into plus firewood anyway. Yeah, he's done a cracking job. 30 odd trees he's cut down and cut up ready for logs, and is burning, and his pile for burning. Absolutely done fantastic work. And yeah, so now he's at least now he can relax a little bit and enjoy his time up there and enjoy his smokes and popping into town. And it's it's a shame. Have you heard that? There's shame about that the bear who got killed, famous bear 399 as it's known up there. She had 4 cubs last year, and she got hit by a young driver. Unfortunately, he's only 19, the poor kid. You know, he's hit the bear, just killed the bear. But the cubs apparently the cubs are old enough to look after themselves, thank God. You know, it's just a sad story really, isn't it? And it's pretty, like you've seen Dave's channel. I'll put the link in the bucket, guys, because you check that video out. It's, you know, it shows you the bear's even got his own book. You know, there's a big story in the local rag. That's newspaper to you guys in America. Big story there, and picture of the cubs and all that. Damn shame. But you know, I think it's like 20 odd years old, this bear. Famous in that part of the world. I know a lot of people don't hear bear. You know, people who've got no interest in nature and, you know, wildlife, stuff like that, you know. To me, even though I don't live in that country, it's not just a bear. It's a living, breathing thing. Sorry, no pun intended there, guys. And Uncle Willie's just done, like I said, another video Stogie Saturday, so I'll be watching that later, or after I watch timing, because it's that sort of time, and it's I haven't even got my lights with the watch on it, so oh well. So it's that's what I've been up to, guys. So I've got to try. I'm working like I said, I'm working tomorrow night, Sunday, to try and make some hours up, and I'll see 2 days off next week. I'm going to do the Thursday and Friday off. I'll be off the Saturday anyway, but I'm also working again next Sunday, as far as I'm aware. So that's yeah, I just got to balance everything up, and it's easier for me to take 2 days off as holiday. Had Slow Mo Randy had a good live, enjoyable live earlier on. I was just chatting away there, and I was just saying how amazed I was that each state in America has its own flag, which I didn't know about. And apparently neither did Andy. So we're trying to describe what the Pennsylvania flag is like. It's like two horses on, I think it's standing up on the side of a crown, it's something like that anyway, and then there's an eagle on the top of it on a blue background. And you didn't even know. So it's amazing what you learn, isn't it? You know, I don't know how I found out about them, but yeah, I got a screenshot of all the flags of the states in America. I just found it interesting, you know. It's a bit like Union Jack, guys. Everyone knows Union Jack and flag of Great Britain. You know, yeah, England's got the Red Cross on a white, you know, on a white flag. Scotland's got the blue cross on a white flag. Wales, you see in that one, blue and green with the red dragon on it. And then you got Ireland with their own, with the green, white and orange, I think it is. Don't quote me on that one, guys. I'm just getting the Irish one wrong. Oh, good. Anyway, so yeah, and it just surprised me, and I didn't realise America had its own state flags, as it were. Oh, I got a big floodlight here. It's got giving me the light in here today. It is like a bluish colour. So it's I'm not trying to copy off Mike Prior Blues, ex-Prior Blues, I should say. Hope you're doing well, Mike, if you ever happen to come across this video. And if I'm alright, it was good to see Charlie. You popped up on a video, didn't you, last week? Good biting. Hope you're doing well, Charlie. You certainly missed, my friend. Yeah, so I'm just doing this Codger little tasting session. I think someone mentioned it that, you know, they've not had many Codger brands, and I thought, oh, I've got a few. I can't remember what yours I've got. The only one I haven't got is the half and half. I've used that to mix one of me the Sir Walter Raleigh, which is one of Pat's blends. Someone said you've ruined a good blend there by mixing them, but I blame Pat for that. It smokes rather well as well. So I think only half and half is the only one I haven't got. Just trying to think what else is there. I say most of them are burley based as well, aren't they? So I do like my burley. I do like that nutty profile. A little bit of sweetness. I know they won't see it, but I want to say thanks to J.M. Boswell, who sent me some stickers. I emailed them about some stickers. Excuse me, guys. I emailed about some stickers for their blends, because I got a few of their blends, but I got no stickers. And with the website being down, the Seller International, where we get labels from, and, you know, it's been down for months. I don't even know when it's going to come back up. I've asked them, thinking I wanted about half a dozen different, you know, stickers for me, which for me tobaccos are what I try for theirs. A couple I haven't got yet. Plan to. So they're quite, yeah. So these charge me 50 cents for each one. I think I got 6 of some and 4 of the others. So I think it's about 30 stickers, 30 labels altogether. But yeah, the only trouble was the killer was the shipping again. Near enough the same price as the labels, believe it or not, guys. But I want to thank them for doing that for me. I did ask them if they're going to do it, you know, And I don't know why some more companies don't do this, you know, have labels available for their products rather than just put it on the tin or on a packet or whatever, you know. So if you're buying it on a packet, you know, I suppose to cut a packet, like, you know, label out of a packet. I think it'd be make our lives a lot easier. I know some of you guys like to put your own labels on it, and I know Paul Gilson's one of them. You know, so you know the details on it, when he jarred it, when he got it off, when he bought it, you know, when he smoked it, when he shot it. Yeah, I'm joking, guys. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's. But you know, I like to have you know, the proper labels. You know, it's just me. It's just my. I don't know whether that's a little bit of OCD, but it's just my thoughts on that thing. I'm lucky I can print some off because I kept a folder of a lot of them, but a lot of the Boswells, no, I haven't got any in my folder of Boswells. I've got a lot like the Codger blends and some of the CD blends. You know, there's a lot of blends that we normally have, subtle blends. And I just want to say, Donny. Well, he was on Slow Mo Randy's live, and he just said, "Oh, where's my rubber plug?" Because I was asking Randy, you know, if he tried it. But I did put a video out a few weeks ago, guys. You know, if I promised you something, let me know. Donny, you never said nothing, so there's a reason why I never sent you any. But lucky enough, I have got some on order, so I'll get a couple sent out to you, Donny. It's sad news. I don't know if you guys have heard. Paul Gilson put a video out that it's a YTPC member who's passed away, unfortunately. It's only 62, guys. Piper Dave, special Creekside chat. Okay. Video number 412. Yeah, unfortunately, YTPC member has died. And all he's saying, his name is Ken. Not Piper Ken, by the way, guys. He's this guy's only 62. He's married for 36 years. You know, and he's had a massive heart attack. Emergency services worked on him for 45 minutes to try and get his heart going again. Unfortunately, they couldn't do nothing for him. So I've passed on my prayers and my thoughts to his wife, Donna, and his family, and obviously to Paul, because he knew Paul pretty well. So yeah, sad news in the community. I dare say over this week we'll find out who it is. But 62, it's no age, is it, guys, really? Not these days. Not these days, it isn't. I mean, I'm hoping to live to about 80. God willing. Right, guys, we've come up to near the half-hour mark. I've got a little bit left in the bottom of the bowl here, which is why I'm to relight it quite a bit. Let's just double check that where I am. I get a couple more puffs out of it. So I'm going to keep trying this tomorrow. Definitely let that blend of bowl. But for me, at the moment, Prince Albert it is for me, guys. So I don't know if you guys want to try this yourself and see what you reckon out what you prefer if you like your Codger blends. If you want to join me on the tasting sessions, and like I said, my profile, my mouth doesn't get all the nuances at all, so it's just a case of what I do get out of it, the jar note and stuff like that. So like I said, a bit of cocoa, a lot of spice on there. I get, you know, there's supposed to be a little bit of orientals in it. I certainly get it on the jar note. So guys, I wish you all well. I send you my love, my prayers, my thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your weekend, guys. I love you and leave you. Take care, everybody. Enjoy your smokes. See you on the next Welch's Waffle.